Okay, well, Veruca Salt, look out. I'm broadcasting live from Willy Wonka's factory, i.e. also known as the amazing Andrew Lessman, who is responsible for the world's finest vitamins. And it's one thing to talk about vitamins and say, oh, we know vitamins are good for our good health, and no one makes them in a way that Andrew Lessman does. But how about if you could eat the world's yummiest, creamiest, most decadent, most delicious chocolate? And are you ready for the punchline? Lower your cholesterol at the same time. Well, my friends, that is exactly what we're talking about. This is one of two, actually technically three today's specials that we're going to be talking about. Andrew Lessman is inviting us and you into his home where all these beautiful products are made. Andrew, do you remember when you and I kicked this off? First of all, the response was so overwhelming.
And it's not that long ago. I think
it's not that. It's only.
Is it 2 years?
I want to say. I think it was like 2 years ago.
I think it's only 2 years.
Yeah.
And it's something that, it's funny, when we were first playing with this, it was totally an accident, because this is an ingredient that I've known about for a long time. It's sort of a gooey ingredient. It's, I don't know if you ever appreciate it. It's, I could spill it out of there and you'd get a sense of it. But it's like fat. It's like gooey fat, and it's called a plant sterol ester. Our Cholesterol product that lowers cholesterol is made from plant sterols. This is a plant sterol ester. Plant sterols are a powder. Plant sterol esters look like fat. Plant sterol esters are basically twice as expensive, a little lower potency. They're much more expensive to use. Everybody's forgotten about them. But I guess because I've been doing this for so long, when I first offered a product, a natural product to lower cholesterol, it was plant sterol esters about 25 years ago. 25 years ago. So I had a thought that if I could combine this fatty looking material with chocolate, maybe it would turn dark chocolate, because I wouldn't do milk chocolate. Dark chocolate is the healthy chocolate. Milk chocolate, sadly, is not the healthy chocolate, nor is white chocolate. But I had this thought that maybe if I combined this material that lowers cholesterol, that looks like fat, maybe it might behave like fat and turn dark chocolate into a milk chocolate texture that isn't bitter. And so actually at home what I did is in the microwave, I melted dark chocolate. And then I mixed in plant sterol esters. And then I just left them there, and I forgot about them. So the next day, Muriel opens the microwave, and she's like, what the heck? Because I'm not one who's really all that capable in the kitchen. So she figured I was just doing my latest science experiment, and it was probably scary. But then I had her taste it, and it was the creamiest dark chocolate. And that was the origins. And it took us about a year or so to figure out how to take it from there, maybe 2 years, and that's what the product is. So you get, and I tried probably, if not hundreds, thousands of varieties from dark chocolate from around the world. I chose dark chocolate from South and Central America because for the American palate, for the way Americans like chocolate to taste, we don't like the bitter. We like the dark rich. We don't like the bitter. In Europe, they tend to like more of the bitter. So we have dark rich chocolate, but then when we add, and also with dark rich chocolate that isn't bitter, you don't have to add as much sugar. So we added very little sugar, and then when you end up with the cholesterol lowering ingredient, not only does it lower your cholesterol, and we're talking significantly, we're talking 15, 20%, with dietary changes even more. So not only does it lower your cholesterol, but it will be the most delicious dark chocolate you have ever tried. And if you don't believe me, just read the reviews or try it. It comes with an unconditional money-back guarantee until January 31st. You either love it as everyone else does, or you can feel free and send it back. But you'll fall in love with it. We simply saw it. All we did was seek out the best chocolate in the world, and it didn't matter. Cost was no object. I was just looking for the best chocolate. I didn't ask how much it cost until after I found the best chocolate. And I only tried organic and fair trade chocolate. So it truly is the best, finest by every standard of chocolate in the world. It also turned out to be incredibly affordable. That cholesterol-lowering ingredient is extremely expensive, yet our squares today are about 40, the large size are about 40 cents a square. And if you get a second bottle, you save $10. It actually is a little less than 40 cents a square. Just the cholesterol-lowering ingredient alone is worth that. You could find rich chocolate squares, dark chocolate squares this time of year, gourmet squares, that are no better than mine in terms of chocolate, and likely not as good, frankly, for $1 or $2 a square. So at 40 cents, by any standard, whether it's heart health, cholesterol-lowering, or just delicious chocolate, there's nothing that comes close.
Not even close. And this is the big Today Special that we wait for. Remember, Andrew only ships this during certain months of the year for obvious reasons. But the big thing is, I would definitely recommend that you act quickly. In particular, because these are the biggest savings. They're the largest sizes that Andrew does for the rest of the year. Of course, as always, all you do is you pick your size, meaning your chocolate count of choice, your 30, your 60, your 120, or your 300, and then you pick the intensity that you would prefer. By the way, all of them are creamy, so even if you go all the way up to that 91%, it's still going to have a creamy butteriness too, but of course, along the extreme side of the dark chocolate. The 74 is kind of the Goldilocks, and then if you really like that traditional, I guess, Americanized milk chocolate, if you will, that's your 66%. So your 66, your 74, your 91, all of them have this wonderful melt in your mouth, decadent quality. And at the end of the day, it is measurably, in no small measure, lowering those cholesterol levels. People get their levels checked, and then they check them again, and you see those numbers drop.
There are, we have an enormous number of reviews, but there are hundreds of reviews that just talk about cholesterol reduction.
True.
But it works. I mean, if this didn't work in terms of cholesterol reduction, the plant sterol esters, the U.S. Food and Drug Administration wouldn't have approved what amounts to a drug claim for a food ingredient. The fact that we could talk about this having the ability to help you significantly lower total and LDL cholesterol, help to reduce your risk of heart disease. I have quotes from research that from whether the UK or from Europe saying that if these were incorporated into more foods, it could have a dramatic cost impact in terms of health costs, because heart disease, to all modern societies, to Western societies, heart disease is just an enormous, enormous expense. But we've been fielding questions on Facebook Live, yes. And there was one really great question, and it said, is the higher chocolate intensity healthier?
Oh.
And actually, they're all three dark chocolate. So all three are considered healthy chocolate. And what makes dark chocolate darker is a higher concentration of those protective compounds. So a 91% extract has more of those protective compounds. They all have the same exact potential to lower cholesterol. That ingredient is identical in the 66, the 74, the 91. However, the 91 actually has, say, 25% more than the 66, so it's significantly higher concentrations. So what I always say is whatever you're going to enjoy the most, that's what you need to get. Because if you don't choose the one you'll enjoy the most, you won't eat it. So part of what makes this such an easy product to develop, to get all of those heart-healthy benefits from, to derive all those heart-healthy benefits, is because it tastes so good. It's a treat. For me, I'm not eating this because I want to lower my cholesterol further. I'm eating it because I know it's heart healthy, but because it's just so delicious. I love dark chocolate. Dark chocolate is something that, I don't overindulge, but when you look at the science and you look at the research, folks who eat dark chocolate on a daily basis, when you look at these big epidemiologic studies with large populations, it's beneficial. So you do not want to be on the other side. When you look at these epidemiologic studies, which are studies with large populations, you want to be in the group that over the course of their lifetime had a little bit of dark chocolate every day. That's the good group. And with this ingredient, not only do you get those benefits of dark chocolate, but you also get the cholesterol-lowering benefits as well.
Absolutely. So to Andrew's point, we are streaming live on Facebook, and we're monitoring all that input. You guys are so smart. I always say that Andrew has the smartest customers in the world. And if you are smart, you're probably gravitating toward that larger size. Remember, I got to show you this. I said earlier, it's a good thing that I actually work out. Can you imagine this huge jug is sent to your door for free? For free. Everything is on 6-Pay FlexPay, which that was a late breaking edition. And now let's say you want to do more than one. On that large size, as an example, instead of spending $129 on that second bottle, you'd take $10 off that. And then you want to get another one, you'd take another $10 off that. So what's so incredible for me, if I have to say, I actually like all three of these. So sometimes I like a little more extreme.
I have all three.
See, I do too.
But I'm mostly the 74 and
Are
91
you really
now.
the Goldilocks?
I just had the 91.
Yeah.
And it's funny, and I'm someone who I was talking about earlier that I was a glutton for milk chocolate as a child.
Right.
And I still love milk chocolate, but I feel as though the 74 and the 91, because of the texture, because it doesn't have that dry, kind of brittle texture of typical dark chocolate, you really feel like you're having milk chocolate. And it's not bitter. It's a different kind of chocolate. That's specifically what I set out to create when we first were creating this product, when we first started designing this product. So it came out better than I could have ever dreamed, in fact. That I never thought that by making a healthier chocolate, it would be a better tasting chocolate, and I mean significantly better tasting. And just to show these quickly, I have some charts underneath that shows how low in sugar our product is. But these are just from Frontiers in Immunology. There's all sorts of great charts that talks about chocolate consumption, just in general.
Right.
And of course, moderate chocolate consumption. We don't want to be having thousands of calories a day in chocolate. First of all, there is robust evidence that consumption of flavanol-rich cocoa, which is what we have, leads to beneficial effects in healthy individuals. The cocoa-mediated decrease of blood pressure can be ascribed to several mechanisms. Increase in nitric oxide may explain the antihypertensive effects of cocoa. It's not a drug to lower blood pressure, but it tends to, in healthy individuals, it just tends to support healthy blood pressure levels. Cocoa consumption is associated with a lower risk of cardiovascular disease. In a meta-analysis of prospective cohort studies, 114,000 subjects with the highest level of chocolate consumption had a 30% lower risk of cardiovascular disease compared to the lowest levels. Human randomized controlled trials showed that consumption of flavanol 3 all-rich, that's what cocoa is, improved multiple recognized risk factors for cardiovascular disease. So eating chocolate, dark chocolate, is heart healthy. Another important function of cocoa flavanols related to obesity is the delay of LDL, low-density lipoprotein oxidation. We don't want our LDL cholesterol to oxidize.
Right.
So this lowers LDL cholesterol, and chocolate could play a role in protecting that LDL cholesterol as well.
That's the lousy one.
Lousy,
right?
that's the bad cholesterol.
Okay.
HDL is the one we want to be high.
Right.
That's the happy cholesterol.
The happy one. Okay.
We want the H to be happy and high.
We do.
Quite interesting that in healthy humans, cocoa consumption increased plasma HDL, interesting, high lipoproteins, HDL cholesterol, while decreasing plasma triglycerides. These results suggest the healthy benefits of cocoa consumption by changing the expression of genes involved in fatty acid catabolism. And just as I showed earlier, we could look at healthy fruits, and we could look at the levels of sugar in healthy fruits. And this even surprised me when I looked at this chart. But if you look at 26 calories, a typical square of our Choco Nuvo, the 66 is 1.8 grams of sugar, the 74 has 1.4, the 91 has less than 0.5, which could be labeled as 0. But all of these fruits have more than double the sugar. And if you look at the 91, even a kiwi has basically 10 times the sugar of our 91. And so when we saw those numbers on fruits, I decided to see what it looked like on vegetables. And even vegetables. Look at cucumber. Cucumber has 2.8 grams per 26 calories. That's fantastic.
Right.
But we're even less. So this is quite an accomplishment. And the most important thing, especially this time of year, we tend to give chocolate as a gift. There will not be a better tasting chocolate you can give as a gift than this. There won't be. And there won't be a healthier chocolate you can give as a gift. So it really checks both boxes.
It does indeed. In fact, if he wouldn't didn't print that little heart on the chocolate, you'd probably forget that it's actually good for your heart. No, I'm serious about that. And how many, because we do a lot of food shows during the holiday season, of course, we do a lot of chocolate. The only chocolate we see on the air, not only here at HSN, but I'm confident in saying this, in anywhere else in America, that's good for your heart, well, good for your heart, but lowers your cholesterol, is right here, is right now, is for today and today only, is at today's special. So the side benefit is you're eating the creamiest, most decadent, delicious, sinful chocolate that really has that satiety. As an example, here in Vegas, let's be honest, there are a lot of distractions, and we all crave kind of that little late night sweet treat. This is in my hotel room. So last night, it was, the end of a day, and I'm, getting ready for the shows. I'm like, I just want a little something, something. I've got this. You've got this. And then the side benefit is, guess what? I'm lowering my cholesterol at the same time. So you feel like you're quote unquote cheating, but you're actually helping your heart. And what a great gift. I'm telling you, whether you put this out, look at how cute they're presented. You put out a little tray of this for your guests for the Christmas or holiday season. I actually opened up one, but see, this is a good excuse for me to open another, and then I can have a few little snacks before I go back to my hotel. Oh, one quick thing. Remember, Andrew only ships this a couple of months out of the year. That's why we wait for the December Today's Special. Let me grab a fresh one here. But notice how they're all individually wrapped. So they're all hermetically sealed as well. So it's great because, little hands, fingers, toes. That means it's all like a nice little, fresh, nice and moist. When I say sinfully decadent and delicious, it absolutely is. By the way, this happens to be, well, because again, I kind of rotate them. Right now, this is actually my favorite right now. This is on that more extreme side. This is the 91. Sometimes I'll even grate a little bit of it, inspired by Muriel, of course. I'll grate a little bit on chocolate or ice cream or something like that. They're so yummy. You put these out for your guests, they will never, ever guess that they're doing something good for their heart. And that's why I say you can pay it forward, unconditional money-back guarantee until the end of January. It's such an amazing gift that you give to yourself, to somebody that you love, and you help their heart and their cholesterol at the same time.
I'm now, I normally don't think about this when I'm eating this. I just eat it, enjoy it.
Right, exactly.
But before I had the 91, I'm having the 74 now.
Yeah.
The 74 is really creamy like milk chocolate. Flavor of milk chocolate. It doesn't have any of that bitterness. And that's why, and when I first came, not that I was worried, but when I first brought this out, I figured, I know Americans, you could look at the research, Americans love milk chocolate.
They do.
Love white chocolate, kind of tolerate dark chocolate. But I figured if this is a great product, we'll average around 3 stars or so. We'll have more good reviews than bad reviews, but it'll be somewhere in the middle. And we're at 4.4 stars. We're basically, we have some 1 stars for people who just don't like dark chocolate, but basically, we have 85, 90% positive reviews and probably about 80% 5-star reviews. So it's a real testament to what a unique dark chocolate experience and accomplishment this is. And on that note, I should probably, I haven't read any reviews tonight. We'll read some reviews.
That sounds great.
Perfection. This is from Diane in New York. Perfection. It's like, I want to eat this and not talk. I'll eat it after I read.
Okay.
Perfection is the key word in describing this product. I love dark chocolate and usually don't buy past 73% because it gets bitter.
Right.
This is the most perfect tasting chocolate ever. Not to mention how smooth it is when it's melting in your mouth. I highly recommend just letting it melt in your mouth. To even imagine that it helps lower your cholesterol is almost too much for me. Don't hesitate. Buy this now. I throw a couple in my pocketbook and a couple in my car. They're the perfect size. Good job, Andrew Lessman from Diana, New York. And today, lowest price ever to get an exotic dark chocolate like this with the cholesterol-lowering benefits for 40 cents.
That's incredible.
40 cents a square. Really works. I have high cholesterol and take a prescription drug to help. At last year's physical, my cholesterol was 191. Last month, after using Choco Nuvo, my cholesterol was 167. My doctor and I were both so surprised with the drop in count. I told him what I was taking, and he said, keep it up. I definitely will keep using Choco Nuvo as part of my daily routine. It tastes delicious and really works.
Nice.
From Carly in California.
Yeah.
Wonderful flavor. I was excited to try this. Wow, what a wonderful surprise. This is the best chocolate I've had for a long time. It is creamy and has such a huge burst of chocolate flavor, not fake or imitation. I like the fact it is packaged in individual pieces so you don't feel compelled to eat too much.
True.
I will never make a chocolate bar for that reason. I wasn't expecting such a wonderful treat, and it's good for you. I love it. I will keep buying it. Thank you. My cholesterol numbers dropped. I understand why this product is always out of stock. Once you try it, you will not want to be without. The first time I ordered it, I was able to take 2 squares a day for 2 months before my annual physical. My cholesterol dropped from my previous year by over 20 points.
Wow.
I'm not a huge dark chocolate fan, but I do enjoy the taste of these squares. I'm not a fan of taking pills, so that was an added bonus. So good. These chocolates are dark and creamy. This item is so good you don't need a reason to eat them. They're so well done, pure, organic, low sugar, etc. I thought my husband has high cholesterol. Turns out he doesn't. We are so enjoying these awesome chocolates after a meal, just when you'd crave something sweet. My husband happens to have blood sugar concerns, and due to these having low sugar, he can enjoy them. So happy for him. Thanks, Andrew Lessman. Wow. These are exciting. Let me tell you, a couple of years ago, my LDL was 175. At my next annual physical, my LDL was 173. About 6 months ago, I began enjoying Choco Nuvo. At my annual physical in October, my LDL was 119. Neither diet nor exercise changed. I'm holding the paperwork that proves it works. From Susie in Florida.
That's cute.
I'll just read a few more. Wow, I can't believe this chocolate is good for you. It tastes wonderful. I had the 91%. It was not too strong. It was too strong for me, so I bought the 66% cacao, and it is absolutely excellent. It just tastes like a chocolate bar, a nice, milky chocolate bar. I'm on a diet, and it is working great for me because I feel like I'm cheating, but it's good for me too. Wow. I wasn't sure how long I was taking this product. I was skeptical that it would change my cholesterol. I had blood work done in December, so I was taking it since March, just 9 months. Oh my goodness. My cholesterol went from 138 to 92.
Oh, wow.
From December of 2015. That might be LDL. All my labs were perfect this year, all thanks to Andrew. Love all the products. 74% rocks. This is the creamiest, most awesome dark chocolate ever. The health benefits are the extra bonus. As a senior, the special pricing really helps too, or I couldn't do it. I'm reordering the big one in 74% because I'm 100% sure I love it, but I would really like to try the 91% and wish samples would be added to my order. We're going to think about doing that in the future.
Actually, that's a good idea.
Because we're also thinking of, I'll tell everybody in a moment, if you like dark chocolate and are unsure about ordering, don't be. You won't regret it. Fooled my husband. Wow, long one. These are so well written.
But they're all very eloquent, aren't they?
Oh, no, they're
are.
extremely well written.
Smart customer.
My husband has high cholesterol, and so I told him to try some of my Choco Nuvo. It was love at first bite. He's not much of a vitamin taker, so this was perfect for him. The results speak for themselves as his cholesterol went down 40 points, and believe me, his diet is not the best. The best part is that it fills the craving for something sweet, which works for me as well as for my husband. Thanks for making being healthy to be so delicious, Andrew. I highly recommend this to everyone who sees it on my kitchen counter. I take lots of your vitamins and feel great, so I think I can now get my husband on the bandwagon. I love all of your products, and especially knowing there are only healthy ingredients without fillers. Keep up the good work. Just a couple more. Makes my day. I'm just enjoying these too much. I would be so disappointed if I could not look forward to eating this fabulous chocolate every day after my evening meal. This is by far the best tasting chocolate with so many good healthy reasons for eating it. I've purchased this product many times, and even though I do like both the 91 and the 74, my personal favorite is the 74. Same here. One thing is for certain, I don't ever want to run out of this awesome chocolate. Last one. Supplements really work. My cholesterol has been high for many years. I started taking Choco Nuva in October 2016. My levels were at that time cholesterol 252, LDL 166. I did blood in December 2016, and results were very impressive. Cholesterol 201 and LDL 127. So 252 down to 201, 166 down to 127. That's a significant reduction in cardiovascular risk. I don't know when the last time I've had good readings with my cholesterol. My doctor and I are extremely happy. I will continue to take this supplement. I purchased the 91% Choco Nuvo. I've been on medication for cholesterol and never got my numbers to change like this.
I mean, it's pretty, when we say those numbers drop, not in insignificant fashions. And the best part of all, you're eating chocolate. You're eating chocolate. And not only that, the yummiest, creamiest, most decadent, delicious chocolate. I have to say, when we talk about 40 cents, give or take, on a square, here in Las Vegas, I won't say the name of the chocolatier, but at one of the hotels, they even have a chocolate fountain. And trust me, their little chocolates are not 40 cents a piece. Sometimes you could round up in the several dollar range and above. And guess what? They don't have an ingredient. They might be yummy. They might be heart healthy. We love chocolate, but they're not lowering my cholesterol. So it's no wonder that this is overwhelmingly a customer pick and favorite. Now remember, all you do with thousands of these already spoken for, and a real quick mention, I know you see that clock at your screen. Remember, we are going to move along. This is one of only, technically 3 today's specials that we have in this hour. So in a moment, we're going to talk about really, if I had to pick a favorite for a lot of reasons, the liver and the liver antioxidants and phosphatidylcholine are coming up in a moment. But if you want to see those numbers drop, you pick your quantity count of choice, your chocolate number, 30, 60, 120 packets, or 300 packets. Remember, these are special sizes that Andrew does for this one day only opportunity. Look at the size of this. Holy schmoly. I mean, with free shipping on that, I mean, it's a good thing I do arm curls, because no kidding, that's got some girth to it. I mean, and that's free with a 6-pay flex pay. In fact, do you know how much how much does that weigh? Normally that would be...
I was just doing the math in my head. It's probably going to weigh at least 5 pounds.
Oh, it has to be. It has to be.
Because each square is about 6 grams. 300 squares is about 1,800 grams.
Okay.
1.8 kilos, 2.2 pounds per kilo. So that means it's going to be over 4 pounds.
Right. I mean, it's got, so that's free shipping. Oh, and then one other thing. I know we have been verbalizing this, and you've been seeing it rotate at the bottom of your screen. But if you're someone like me, and several of the customers said this as well, I do rotate. So you could certainly make a case. You might want to do a 74. You might want to do a 66. You might want to do a 91. When you do that large size, then take $10 off, and then $10 off on that second and third and fourth and fifth. I mean, which a lot of people are doing.
And the second, either way, the first one at 129 is barely over 40 cents a square.
Right.
Then I was just doing a little search last night, and if you look for the chocolate squares that are like delicious dark chocolate squares, you could find dark chocolate squares that are $1 to $2 a square, and they don't contain an extremely expensive cholesterol-lowering ingredient. What's great about my product, that extremely expensive cholesterol-lowering ingredient behaves like milk fat. It's not fat, but it behaves like milk fat. It looks like milk fat.
Look like milk fat.
It looks like lard. It looks like milk fat, but it's derived from plants. It's a plant sterol ester.
Yeah.
And that ingredient makes dark chocolate have the mouthfeel and the texture of milk chocolate. Because the reason why milk chocolate tastes so creamy, think of creamy. What's cream? Cream comes from milk. Why is cream so delicious and yummy in our mouth? It's because cream is almost entirely fat.
Right.
So fat just has a wonderful texture in our mouth. That's why things like cheesecake or butter or cheese taste so creamy and delicious. So that has the texture of fat. So it makes our dark chocolate have the texture of milk chocolate, because it's the milk fat that makes milk chocolate so melt in your mouth delicious. And I also made sure that the chocolate we selected, when I went through all those hundreds, if not thousands of varieties of chocolate, I selected a variety of chocolate that came from South and Central America that's milder, that is rich, dark flavor, but not bitter. I don't like bitter when it comes to chocolate. I like like rich, but not bitter. So what you get here is you get rich, dark chocolate with the texture of milk chocolate and an ingredient that significantly can lower your total and LDL cholesterol levels. I encourage you to read the reviews. I read about a dozen of them before, and there's just as many reviews that talk about being surprised as how good it tastes as being surprised that it actually lowered their cholesterol. But this ingredient wouldn't be approved by our FDA for that purpose if it didn't work. So it's a great opportunity to simply enjoy chocolate, because I also have scientific charts that don't just talk about cholesterol reduction from the plant sterol esters, but talk about all of the long benefits associated, the lengthy benefits associated with having dark chocolate as part of a healthy diet. As much as I drink green tea and mint tea and things like that, because of its rich content of protective compounds, dark chocolate is a richer source of protective compounds than even green tea. Dark chocolate is a richer source of protective compounds than even red wine. So it's not, even without our plant sterol esters, this dark chocolate with its low sugar content would be a remarkable dark chocolate. But with the plant sterol esters, it now has the creamy texture of milk chocolate, and it has the cholesterol lowering benefits, the heart health benefits. There's nothing, when I say there's nothing like it in the world, I'm not exaggerating. I'm simply stating a fact. And comes with a money-back guarantee until January 31st. If past experience is any indication, you will not be sending it back.
No, you won't. And boy, I know quite often when we do Andrew's shows, because a lot of these are self-purchases, let's be honest, you're giving the good health, gift of good health to yourself, and you're lowering your cholesterol at the same time. But don't forget the savings. I mean, my goodness, at 40 cents a count, that is ridiculous. Even if you buy the chocolate you would find at your grocery store, which, let's be honest, it's waxy, you don't know when it's made, it's certainly not lowering your cholesterol. So if you just took the value proposition into context, it makes sense. But a lot of times when we do Andrew's shows, we talk about the larger sizes. Now, biggest savings, remember, you save $10 off on that second bottle, that third bottle, that fourth bottle, which is what a lot of us are doing, $130 savings. So you're saving more than you're spending. But I want to talk about the smaller sizes for a moment, because on that 30 count, do you know with that 6-pay flex pay, and everything is on 6-pay flex pay this weekend, do you know you're lowering somebody's cholesterol level for $4 on flex pay? Can you even wrap your brain around that? And they won't know. Just say, oh, you got to try this chocolate. It's so creamy and yummy and decadent. You'll love the cute little packets with the heart. They'll never know. It's $4. It's $4 on FlexPay. So again, you could certainly make a case, buying the different sizes for other reasons.
And as a mural does, it's very easy this time of year to find the little mini gift bags and things. So if you get a 300 supply, you could just take a handful. You could take half a dozen or a dozen. You could drop it into those little gift bags with a little bow, and it's exactly what we do.
Yeah.
And the funny thing is, the last people think, if we haven't told them, is that this is a special heart-healthy chocolate. They just think it's the most delicious chocolate they've ever tried. And that's what you'll think when you get it home. So it's a great opportunity to take advantage of an ingredient. So many of the charts I read, they say, I'm really a pill taker or a capsule taker, that we have our Cholesterol. And our Cholesterol takes advantage of the same molecule we use here, a different version of it. It's a powder version called the plant sterol. This is a oil version, like a fatty looking version, a plant sterol ester. And that's why the dark chocolate has this incredible cholesterol lowering capacity, but also why it has the texture of milk chocolate. And for me, if it didn't have that characteristic, that creamy characteristic, I'd rather be having milk chocolate. So I get the best of both worlds. I get the health benefits of dark chocolate, which are a long, long list of clinical science talking about the health benefits of dark chocolate. But I get it in a product that satisfies my milk chocolate taste buds effectively, my milk chocolate palate.
Indeed. So the clock is getting ready to expire. Remember, we've actually, well, technically you could say 2, but it's really 3 today's specials. So we are going to be moving it along, but this is a perfect opportunity to treat yourself, treat someone that you love. They don't need to know. If it is someone who is not a quote-unquote vitamin or pill taker, it's perfect smart thing to do.
Also, moving along more quickly in this hour. Normally, we would have gone for another 10 minutes.
Yes.
Because we're way ahead of our projection. And I don't like to run out. Because a lot of people like to sell out. I don't like to. I'd rather make sure that everybody that we talk about the product throughout the day has an opportunity to get it. So we want to be able to still talk about this tomorrow evening.
Yes.
So we're going to run along to our PC liver and brain, and then our liver antioxidant extracts. We'll talk about them for the next 20 minutes. So we'll be sure, doing my best to be sure, we have Choco Nuvo to talk about tomorrow at noon Eastern Time, and then talk about at 8 p.m. Eastern Time as well.
Absolutely. By the way, if you are just channel surfing, this is a day that I've certainly waited for. I know you do too. Nothing says the gift of love for the holidays than
I can't believe I forgot to talk about this all day already.
Oh, what?
The two large sizes of our Choco Nuvo, the large sizes of our PC, our phosphatidylcholine, the large sizes of our Today Specials, and the large sizes of our monthly specials, which we'll talk about, the vitamin K2 and our calcium magnesium intensive care. All of those, you're getting a sample. I forgot. You're getting a sample of our sunscreen.
Oh, you're kidding.
It's, sunscreen is something that you think it's skincare. Why would you understand that? We did sunscreen about 20 some odd years ago. I stopped making it because as great as it was, and it's still better than any other sunscreen on the market, I wanted to make something better. But sunscreen, the only sunscreen you should ever put on your body would be mineral-based. And ours is mineral-based. It's non-comedogenic. It's dermatologist tested, ophthalmologist tested. It's about 53% water. So it goes on and blends perfectly. You'll get a sample of it. It's something, it's winter, so many of us don't really think about sunscreen, but we just finished it. I've been working on it. I've been working on sunscreen for 25 years. I've been working on this latest version, sort of a renaissance, a rebirth of our sunscreen for the last 5 years. For most companies, it would have been done 4.5 years ago, but I kept working on it. So you're going to get with any of the two largest sizes of our Today Special, the largest sizes also of our monthly special, the vitamin K2 and Cal Mag, you're going to get a little tube, not so little actually. So you'll get a tube of our Soleil sunscreen, as we call it, and I know you'll fall in love with it. There's nothing like it technically and nothing like it aesthetically on the market.
Absolutely not. Well, there is nothing like what Andrew Lessman does to support the Rodney Dangerfield, the hardest working organ in your body, is a Today's Special that I wait for. I love this. I'll talk about my own individual experience. You probably have yours as well. If you don't, you should try this. 4.5-star customer pick rating. When we said it's 3 Today's Specials tonight, here's what you can choose. You can choose the phosphatidylcholine separately.
PC on its own. Unbelievably affordable, obviously.
Absolutely.
If you do 6 flex on the large size, it's not even $10. So 480 capsules. You take 1 or 2 capsules daily. That is the building block I'll talk about in a moment. That's the building block for the structure of your liver. Also for your brain, also supports production of acetylcholine in your brain, which is a vital neurotransmitter in our brain. So incredibly affordable molecule. As affordable as it is, it's just as important. It's kind of a paradox
it's
there.
It's vital. Or you can choose separately what we call the detox product.
And we'll talk about liver antioxidants in about 10 minutes. We'll talk about that separately. But you can get a bundle of both. And liver antioxidant extracts, that focuses on the botanicals that are relating to detoxification and really supporting the regenerative properties of the liver and why they go hand in hand. When you're supporting the regenerative properties of the liver, which the liver is unique, it can regenerate itself, it's tissue, but when you're supporting those regenerative properties, you need building blocks. PC, phosphatidylcholine, those are the building blocks. So we're going to focus on its benefits for the liver, but oftentimes when we talk about this product, all I do is focus on the benefits for the brain in terms of the role it plays in our brain, in terms of the structure of our brain, the functioning of our brain, even to, it's not a drug or a medicine for things like dementia or Alzheimer's. I'll leave that to other companies to talk about. But in terms of the natural changes that come with the normal aging process, then phosphatidylcholine is the simplest and most most affordable way to give not just your liver something beneficial, but also your brain.
So remember, we'll talk about them individually, but so we can purchase them individually, the phosphatidylcholine, the liver antioxidants separately, but what most of us are doing, and what I could tell you I will be doing, is we're doing the bundle, in which case you get basically a bottle for free.
You choose, basically, you get a bottle of each.
Right.
And you're getting, the way the bottles work out, and it's, you'll get 2 capsules of PC for each capsule of liver antioxidant. Right. So if you're talking about the 120 and 60 there, that's 120 capsules of PC, right. 60 of liver antioxidant extracts, right. or 240 capsules of phosphatidylcholine and 120 capsules of liver antioxidant right. extracts. And then the big bundle, which is basically 720 capsules, so a little more than a dime a capsule. Oh, yeah, that's and true. You're getting 480 capsules of our PC liver and brain benefits with 240 capsules of the liver right. antioxidant extracts.
Which, by the way, kind of makes the antioxidants free.
You're basically, when you're getting, I mean, it's sort of like buy one, get one right. free. And in terms of benefit, just the PC and its affordability kind of belies, is almost misleading in terms of its efficacy, in terms of its benefits. If you read the reviews on PC, despite the fact that the product is, I guess it's 480 capsules today for $59, so that's about 11 cents a capsule, and you only need to take 1 or 2 capsules daily. The clinical research, the clinical science on phosphatidylcholine, if you're someone who's taking medications and really wants to make sure that your liver has what it needs to maintain itself in the face of the way we live. And the fact is that when we sleep, say at night, our heart rate goes down. So our heart gets to relax a little. Our lungs get to relax a little. Our brain gets to relax a little. Our liver is dealing with the same workload basically constantly. If we take medicines, if we drink alcohol, metabolizing protein, metabolizing fat, metabolizing cholesterol, synthesizing cholesterol, our liver is constantly doing that. Whatever medicine we take, even if, as I said earlier, if we're blessed for those medicines to never cause a single side effect. The reason why, more than likely, is because our liver is working so well at processing that and making sure it gets rid of it before it's problematic. So whether we realize it or not, every single medicine we consume, every time we sit down and eat a meal, that's like your liver having to punch the clock and go to work. And unfortunately, we don't give the attention to our liver that we give to our heart when we think about heart-healthy foods. I mean, think of the products we've talked about previously. Choco Nuvo, healthy for the heart. Omega-3s, healthy for the heart, healthy for the brain. We rarely think about foods and think about supplements in terms of our liver, yet our liver is burdening everything we do, every step we take, everything we consume.
Absolutely. And, I think for a lot of us out there, you're really going to have to wrap your brain around, because if you have a headache, it's like, oh, I got a headache, right? If I got a stomach ache, I ate something, I got a stomach ache. Your liver, hardest working organ conceivably, and it doesn't really put up a fuss. So I think it's easy for us to forget how much of a burden we are putting on our livers. Do you take heartburn medication? Do you take aspirin? Do you take, ibuprofen? Do you take any kind of pain reliever? Are you taking any kind of prescription medication? Are you taking an allergy medication? Are you taking a cold medication? You know very well, you read the warning label on practically anything that you take, and it almost always said, avoid this, avoid alcoholic beverages. I mean, and certainly this is not a cure or treatment for anything, but I think for most Americans, we are taking something. And for me, I give thanks for this product every single day. I really do, because, and certainly, yes, I do enjoy to cook and some of the libation that goes with that, but I am one of those people, I do have to have my liver tested a couple times a year, because there are a couple of prescriptions for pain management, etc. And again, it's not a cure or treatment for anything, but I feel like I'm doing my utmost best to, do what I can.
I think, and it was an elementary school teacher of mine who said something to this effect, that if we're conscious of something, we should be conscientious about it.
Yes.
And so as long as we're aware of these things, especially if the steps we take to accommodate them are affordable, they're not inconvenient. So obviously the products we're talking about now are affordable. 480 capsules capsules, at 1 capsule a day. That's, what, a year and 4 months. And you'd be talking about just barely over a dime a capsule, about 11 cents a capsule. What I was also going to mention on that new packaging machine, we'll have a lot of sweeteners are on the market, especially the high-intensity sweeteners, whether they're natural and stevia-based or whether they're artificial sweeteners. But almost all of those sweeteners, whether you realize it or not, even though they say they're 0 calories, they all come with sugar. They all come with carbohydrate.
Yeah, you're right.
So we have a special version of stevia that pretty much no one else has. And that special version, we're not combining it with sugar or blending it with sugar or carbohydrate. So so we'll have a 0-calorie sweetener that's coming out probably sometime. We could have done it previously, but we tend to be patient.
Right.
So it'll be sometime next year.
Oh, nice.
So that'll be coming out, and that machine makes it possible. So again, and it'll be natural. So it's based from stevia, and of course, again, it's non-GMO. So unlike so many of the other stevias, that the only way they make them is with genetically modified whatever yeast or things like that. So not us. It comes from, so that's exciting too.
And
I digress.
And all made with the energy of the sun, of course.
All solar powered, yes.
All solar powered.
Of course.
That's why it was harder to find your factory at night, because I'm so used to seeing it, being blinded by,
Yes.
I mean.
Well, we have our solar panels in the parking lot, and even we just expanded because we needed more warehouse space.
Oh, sure.
And that entire facility will also be solar powered.
Nice.
So we even had a little bit of a lip over the front of that facility. You can see it there. So you can see the solar panels on the roof and a lip there. We also saved room to add more solar panels. So for the current functioning of that facility, actually, if we generate much more power, I think we generate too much power, because then we become a power company. And the power company likes to keep a monopoly on creating power, so you're not allowed to create too much power. It's kind of odd.
See, there you go.
Sort of.
Andrew, and again, there's so many things to talk about when he's here, but you know what really resonated for me when I thought the reason I should be taking this, but on the phosphatidylcholine, you made the analogy to me, I take glucosamine for my joints, I take calcium for my bones. This is kind of that foundational equivalent.
But we don't, and what I often tend to say about, say when I'm talking about PC, liver, and brain, or talking about liver antioxidant extracts, what I do often say is we have a very conscious connection to the other organs in our body. And this might seem overly obvious, but I think it's at the core of what's really going on here. If I run up a flight of stairs, I'll feel, I'll be breathing more heavily. I'll feel my heart rate go up. We know where our brain is, and we know when we're doing tasks that are difficult. We can sometimes even make our head hurt. So we have this conscious connection. Our eyes, if we do too much work on our computer, our eyes will hurt. So we have this conscious connection when we're placing extraordinary demands on organs in our body, which encourages us to do something about it. Even though the way we live places a greater demand on our liver than any other organ or system in our body, there is no conscious connection. Don't do this at home, of course, as they say. You could drink a bottle of vodka. You could take a bottle of prescription medications that are just demanding on your liver. And there's absolutely not a hint whatsoever that consciously comes to us, a communication at all, as they say, with our liver, until it's too late. Sure. So I think that's the crux of why, as important as the liver is, as much as it's sort of the environmental control system for the entire inside of our body and keeps the environment healthy for our heart and our brain and everything else to do what it needs to do, we don't have that conscious connection to make a significant step or effort. And that's what I've always tried with these products that are so affordable, tried to encourage.
Can I ask you something, though, on the liver antioxidants, kind of like cinnamon? This was, for years, people have been asking you, I want a detox product, right? And this was born out of that love, I guess.
And what's funny is that oftentimes there's general detox things. For me, the most important thing, if you're going to be doing a detox, you don't want to do anything extreme, because doing things extreme tends to have its own series of consequences. So what we want to do is make sure we try to clean up our diet as best we can, maintain, of course, adequate hydration at all times. We just don't tend to drink enough fluids. I drink my green tea, mint tea, and green chamomile tea all day long, which are 99.9% water. So being adequately hydrated is incredibly important for detoxification. And when it comes to our liver, PC, phosphatidylcholine, that's the building block.
Right.
Our liver, in terms of membrane surface area, next time you watch a football game on TV, look at the size of the field and then think about the fact that your liver has about 8 times that size of membrane surface area. And 5 of those football fields, so if 8 football fields are all wrapped up into your liver in terms of membrane surface area, 5 of those football fields are phosphatidylcholine. That's how important it is. The liver has to work so hard and deal with such difficult circumstances that unfortunately it challenges its tissues. But fortunately, it can accommodate that because the liver has the unique ability to regenerate tissue. And that's what we're talking about here when we talk about phosphatidylcholine. That's the structural material. And we talk about our liver antioxidant extracts with milk thistle extract, with turmeric extract, and artichoke extract, standardized extracts of all 3 for detoxification.
And I think that's huge because, and I don't want to open up Pandora's box, but I have several friends who are doing like that keto thing, and there are a lot of us who are doing those I know, I knew it was Pandora's box, but who are maybe burdening themselves more than they should be, but regardless.
We all must listen to our bodies. That's
right.
The most important thing. I think part of what happens as we get older is we either ignore our body or we get used to hearing a bad message and we just ignore it, or it just gets overwhelmed by all the other noise in our life. But I think if we listen to our body, then when we might do things like keto or a more kind of a paleo diet, right. and I think it's very easy to do a paleo diet in a healthy way, that you don't have to be consuming extreme amounts of protein. My view of a paleo diet has always been eating things as we see them in nature. And as I've always said, if something you eat doesn't look like it did in nature, if it's been overly processed or things, then it's probably not a good idea to be consuming that. So to the extent we could eat, whole, I love nuts, seeds, legumes, vegetables, fruits, and healthy, clean sources of protein and healthy sources of fat. So that's really the goal. And as part of any cleanse, assemble your diet as best you can as part of that cleanse. And what I always say, our Fibromucil product is fiber is a critical part of how our body cleanses itself and how it cleanses and detoxifies the digestive system. Of course, PC, liver and brain, and liver antioxidant extracts. Liver antioxidant extracts, milk thistle, silymarin. If you went to the National Institute of Health website and looked at research and just typed in milk thistle or silymarin, S-I-L-Y-M-A-R-I-N, if you type those in, you're going to see hundreds of studies on the benefits of milk thistle, silymarin, turmeric extract for our liver. So that's how these products were assembled, based upon science. And if you read the reviews and feedback based upon, say, blood test results and things like that, the products are virtually perfectly reviewed and extensively reviewed and virtually perfectly reviewed.
Absolutely. In fact, speaking of which, 4.6-star customer pick rating with almost 1,000 reviews, over 800 reviews. Beyond the obvious, the challenges that you're putting and the burdens you're putting on your liver in a daily life, this is the time of year that we want this. So even if you factored out how you're living, what you're taking, what burdens you're putting on your liver and your brain, by the way, on a daily basis, if you just marginalize what you're doing this time of year, maybe you are consuming more alcohol, maybe you are eating more fatty, rich foods, maybe you're not getting as much fiber, maybe you are, not eating the healthiest that you might try to do in earlier periods of the year. And who isn't, right? Check, check, and check. Chances are you're doing all 3. This is such an easy way to help support your liver and your brain, and for the best pricing. So let me just do this again real quickly, and then we'll give you a reminder about our Chocolate Nouveau as well. Remember, you can choose either the PC, the phosphatidylcholine, in the 120, the 240, or the 460, or 480 rather. Best pricing that we have seen. Huge savings. 6-pay flex pay, and extended holiday return policy. You can choose your detox product. I take both of these products. I mean, I swear by them. I actually jokingly, they used to call this the Shannon bundle. I used to host pick this for every host pick. So I am taking complete authority over this, but I do obviously love these products. So you can choose the 60, the 120, or the 240. Again, huge savings. What most of us tend to be doing, and what I'll be doing though, I can tell you because I take these products every day, is getting the bundle, in which case you'll get 120 of the BC caps with 60 of the liver antioxidants, 240
which is perfect for a little cleanse over the holidays.
New Year's after New Year's, which a lot of us do. 240 of the caps with 120 of the antioxidant, or 480 of the 240 with the liver antioxidant.
So 720 capsules in the large size. In the large sizes, a little over a dime a capsule. And originally, we had always done this as an event in January.
I remember.
It was like post-holidays, because that's when, we still have to take the medicines we take. We tend to eat too much rich food. We also have to take the medicines we've been taking throughout the year. So and we also drink more alcohol.
Yes.
Certainly that goes for me. I tend to drink wine occasionally with meals, but this time of year there's more of those meals. So this is an opportunity to, in advance, help yourself get through the holiday and give a big thank you. Gratitude is sort of the watchword of this time of year. So it's an opportunity to give your body, show a little gratitude.
It is.
And I was going to read some reviews here. I think the puppies are back. We'll say hi to them in a sec.
Yeah, they're getting anxious.
But I'm just going to read some reviews. I grabbed some on both PC Liver and Brain and liver antioxidant extracts. But great. This is for anyone who has high liver enzymes or who wants to keep their liver in good health. My blood work proves it works. Andrew Lessman has the highest quality products. Try his omega-3s. They don't repeat. Excellent liver scores. My husband is currently being treated for rheumatoid arthritis. Many people are. Requires that we take a number of different medications that can be quite challenging to our liver and other systems in our body. He is on a huge regimen of strong drugs, all going through his liver. The first test of his liver function was very poor. Then he started taking Andrew's PC Liver and Brain benefits. The change has been dramatic. The doctors are thrilled with the scores, and my husband feels great. I will never let him be without your PC Liver and Brain benefits. Thank you from the bottom of my heart for such a wonderful product. Unbelievable. I started taking the product to help my liver, which had a high level of enzymes. After taking the product for a short while, my blood tests have improved dramatically. Please keep this product available. It is a necessity for me to take this every day. What a miracle. This product is amazing. I can't say enough about this product. I was beginning a new position at my job that required me to learn many new tasks, and I needed to be on my toes. This has given me an alertness and a better ability to remember the things I am learning. I'm extremely happy. Thank you, Andrew, for all of the great products you make available to us, and thank you for being eco-friendly. That's from Nicole.
Nice.
Obvious results. The blood work from my annual exam this year showed elevated liver enzymes. 6 weeks later, they were still elevated.
Oh, wow.
So I decided to try Andrew's PC Liver and Brain benefits. I took them for approximately 5 weeks until my doctor ordered the third test, and those results came back normal.
Oh.
I'm confident it was because of this product. I have the utmost of faith in Andrew's products and love when the results are this obvious. I've just ordered another bottle because I do not want to be without them. From Mimi. And by the way, it was Mimi in MI.
Oh,
so
neat. Oh,
MI,
that's
that's Michigan,
Yeah.
MI?
Yeah.
Because Minnesota's MN.
Yeah, MN. It's true.
So Mimi and me. Me. So great, sorry.
Funny.
I digress. I think we need to come to the end of this hour. Great. I started using this product recently, and I have to say, I think it's one of Andrew's best. I take it along with his essential vitamins daily. I don't know how the next liver enzyme test will be, but it seems to promote a balanced effect, at least with me. I've used many of Andrew's products over the years, and they have all been good. Won't use anything else. Never any stomach upset either. We'll do one more on, this is liver antioxidant extracts. A must if you're on statin meds. This supplement has worked well in conjunction with my cholesterol-lowering medication. My doctor has checked the label and okayed me taking it.
Nice.
We've both been pleased that the liver antioxidants have kept my liver function blood work within healthy parameters for over a year now.
Wow.
Great product.
And I I don't know about you, but, and certainly it's not a cure or a treatment for anything, but if you do have to take, you know, because I do have rheumatoid arthritis, you wonder, okay, what do I do now? What can I do naturally to help support that? And when I say I give thanks to this every day, I certainly do. And I have to say, we all know our challenges, but especially this time of year, it probably has your name written all over it. And just as a friendly reminder, yes, you choose one or either separately or the bundle, but when I say Andrew does things for us this time of year, I'm just going to cut to the chase real quickly. It is pretty much a buy one, get one free. I mean, that makes the antioxidants free.
720 capsules of 2 products that are typically expensive. So you're talking about roughly, I think, about 11 or 12 cents a capsule. Yeah. So it's a great opportunity to try them both. And again, a money-back guarantee that goes until January 31st. You won't be sending it back. Both of these products, over 90% of their reviews are positive reviews. So if you want to give your body, say, PC, phosphatidylcholine, the most important phospholipid in your liver, the most important phospholipid in your brain. We're really focused on the liver here. It's the building block. It's roughly 2/3 of the membrane surface area of our liver. And that membrane surface area, it's the equivalent of about 8 football fields. So it's enormous, that working membrane surface area that we rely on to do all, for lack of a better term, all the dirty work in our body. That gets handed off to our liver. And then our liver antioxidant extracts. The liver has the capacity to detoxify itself like no other organ in the human body. And that capacity is supported, promoted by the 3 ingredients in liver antioxidant extracts. The liver can regenerate itself. No other organ in the body has the capacity to regenerate tissue like the liver. So those 2 products, as I said earlier, they're both the 1-2 punch to help contend with the fact that our liver has effectively, this time of year, become a bit of a punching bag. So why not show a little gratitude? We think about our heart, we think about our brain, we think about our eyes, we think about our joints. Let's think about our liver, and it's the most affordable time of year to do it is now. Absolutely.
Well, you'll see an encore presentation of us in just a few moments, but you are back live at noon.
Back live at noon,
right?
Exactly.
Sounds good. So, I'll see you tomorrow night at 8.
And I think the puppies, Link.
Puppies.
Linky, come here, bud.
They're like, they're ready to go home now.
Here's everybody, and here's Mars.
Well, the gang's all here. They'll all be back at 12 noon. Here's an encore of Andrew and us next. Thanks for watching, everyone. Stay tuned.
Well, good morning to you. I'm Alice Crone. Hope you're staying warm and dry on this wintry day. And don't bother to go shopping because we've got everything you want and need right here at HSN. And when it comes to luggage, we have what you want, need, and are going to absolutely love. Because whether you're gifting to somebody else or you're gifting to yourself, Samantha Brown knows exactly what you need because, let's face it, she has been traveling